Hello YouTube, this is True Furry here to talk a little about furries and their personas, because I get a lot of questions about them, mainly how to create the right persona. I ask myself two questions. Would my persona reflect me and be a furry version of who I am, or would my persona be a furry that I want to be? Truthfully, that's what I believe a persona should really be, either an anthro character that mimics who you are, or an anthro character you'd like to aspire to. Of course, it's not so bad to add a little more to make a persona yours. Let's take a look at my persona, Jaymz Mutz. And there he is. As you can see, I've chosen a dog for my persona. This reflects on my personal being in a way, since I'm so attached to dogs outside the net. Dogs are commonly used as personas, but it wouldn't be right for me to use another animal. I mean, come on. There are some basics of his being that resemble me. The yellow spiky hair and the blue eyes. Not to mention the size 14 shoes, and his tattoos, which are under his fur. His small frame as well, as I'm not that big. He doesn't have any piercings, as I don't either. As for his attire, I dug a little deep into the things I enjoy to choose what would be right for him. There was an older game I still play from time to time called Streets of Rage. I use a lot of my persona's attire from the game, but tweak them a little bit to fit my taste. I use my favorite character, Axel Stone, as a reference. The blue headband James wears resembles Axel's, but I changed it from a normal long headband into a sweatband. James doesn't sweat too bad, but I thought the idea of a dog with a sweatband was pretty cool. And blue is one of my favorite colors. James's fingerless gloves are actually a bit different from Axel's. Growing up, I was always fascinated with leather gloves, so, they were a must. The collar around his neck was also my idea, and thought it would be cute since dogs wear collars anyways. It's either, James's is either spikes or studs, but I use the studs more. There are a few times he'll wear a neckerchief, I think that's what it's called, because, well, I used to wear one once upon a time, and, well, shut up. James's chain necklace and dog tag actually resemble mine I wear. Though my tag is from a former pet that passed away a few years ago, my personas hasn't revealed what's on it, because mainly I haven't really thought about it. Let's move down to his feet, where yes, they resemble Axel's pump-ups from Streets of Rage 3. They also resemble Tails Prower's shoes a bit from the game Sonic the Hedgehog. Growing up, I'd always wore pump-up sneakers and liked how they looked, how they felt, so of course I had to put it on my persona. The sleeveless biker jacket is a new addition. Axel never wore a biker jacket, but I've added it anyways because I have a bit of a fascination with motorbikes. The strangest thing I've done with him was something I never do with any of my created characters, and that was to let him go pantless. Here I've implied the Chewbacca rule. Fur covers the goods and count as pants. Though his physical stature and attire does resemble my interests and myself, his personality is slightly different than mine. I also implied a dog personality a little bit here. I try to be a friendly guy to whomever I meet, and I don't judge or force opinions on people, and that's also applied to my persona. In real life, I don't like to fight unless I'm pushed to do so. My persona absolutely hates fighting to the point that he's a bit of a coward. But despite hardships, he keeps his tail wagging. The cigarettes he smokes resembles the IRL me in a way. Though I don't smoke in real life, I tend to worry about little things to the point I've actually began to lose hair and go bald. I've given this attribute to my persona as well, aside from the bald part. But to cope with his worrying, he smokes to relieve the stress. He's missing 4 of his front teeth also. I'm not missing any teeth myself. I just added that to show the hardships he's been through, as I myself have been through all my life. I've made him a strict vegetarian just for laughs. I mean, come on, a dog who doesn't like meat. And finally, his sexuality. Unlike me, Jaymz Mutz is into human females and males. He also likes furs as well as a few other things. This in no way is saying that I want to do these things. He just believes love stretches beyond anything, age, race, gender, and yes, even species. I too believe in this. And just to add to this, anyone posting comments about my beliefs in this will be deleted and you will be blocked. I don't care who you are. I suppose that's it. In short, my persona is a compilation of my interests, my personal being, and a few things from childhood. For those who ask me how to help them make a persona, just look into yourself, your being, who you are. What would you like your persona to truly represent? Because remember, when it's all said and done, your persona will be representing one major part, and that's you. This has been True Furry, and I hope I helped those with problems creating a persona, and good luck making yours.